And welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Survivor World here. Today we're going to be working on the kind of inner, city, kind of small village that's going to be within these castle walls itself. And also, welcome to Minecraft 1.20.1. It is finally here. I've got everything updated for the most part, so hopefully everything works smoothly. But as I said, we're going to be working on the inside of the castle, so let's begin here with this one. And as I said, we're going to begin with this here. So, as I've mentioned before, I have this doorway here that's going to lead down into the potential dwarven kind of city that I have potentially planned out for down here. But for the time being, the door is going to stay here. But I do have plans for kind of two buildings just off to the sides of this doorway here to kind of act as almost like a kind of guard station or maybe something else. Not too sure. So we're going to get started with that and then move over this way. And I'm going to also redesign the stables itself and bring the new build in. So let's get started first with this area right here.
I used to believe that I needed to be someone to actually be someone. Everyone else seemed to get it right, but now I'm the cool kid, all weird, not chasing superficial things, that's clear. Ooh, I've got cool friends, ditch trends, they always see through them. That's why I am rich. Though I got no money, no, I am rich. Isn't it funny, though? Looking back, all I see is signs. I never needed what they expected of me.
And just a quick interruption to the time lapse here, because I did forget to mention, as I stated in the end of the last episode, I was just gathering resources to work on some buildings here. I have done that. However, I figured I'd combine everything that I'm going to be doing within the castle walls, or at least these outer castle walls themselves, into one kind of project and start with doing stuff from over here and make my way through and down the road all the way to the end here. So hopefully that kind of clears up any confusion for those who watched the last episode. And now that that's all kind of cut out, you might be wondering why I kind of left all this here and on the other side here, just kind of left all these blocks here. I quickly pull up the schematic I have here. I just have, like, as I said, like these two buildings kind of either end of the door itself here. So everything on the inside is actually hidden, so I don't have to worry about that. And if I do something with the interior later on, I can easily just dig it out. No big deal here. And yeah, but if we head up to the top here, I finally finished up all the resource gathering. So all the resources I have in these chests here, plus everything in these as extras, is going to be used to build those down there, redo the stables, and a good handful of buildings here. Yeah. Let's get started with building that and then tearing down the stables here.
Are you happier now, love? Still wander the city streets. It's getting easier with love. It's getting easier with love. As dawn breaks the darkness, a new day begins. I feel cold and heartless. I've run myself in. Like
And just like that, this is what I have kind of built up here. Let me just quickly turn off the schematic for the time being. This is what I have built here. We'll have to do something with this corner here. Don't know if I want to put a building here or not just yet, so I just kind of left it like that for the time being. Come over here. Got that. Actually, I might have just forgotten to place those blocks, but we'll come back to that later. Yeah, so I have the door here, which again, doesn't lead anywhere, at least for the time being. We'll eventually get something working there. And we've got this tower here, and then we have a building here that just kind of goes all the way here, and some holes there. But this actually leads just right here, just a small little cave. Nothing special here. But this building will maybe act as maybe some kind of barracks or something of the sort, maybe just an armory for the castle itself. Got the door here. Nothing kind of planned here, maybe just some foliage just to kind of spruce up the place, make it look nicer. But yeah, now that this is done, we will kind of move over to putting in the new stables here. So let's get right into that right now. And here is the new stables here that I built up. I decided to swap out the kind of like stone andesite walls, the brick and granite like I did with that building right there. And I just forgot a block there, but these are 3 horse stalls instead of the, I think it was 5 in the old one. And we also have a little upstairs spot here that I'll probably just use for some storage, if anything. Nothing crazy. The main kind of pull for it is just the downstairs here, which I'll add a bit, here and there later on, as it's, a little bland on the inside, but for the most part, it's complete. And now we head up here and work on some brand new houses in the spots right here. Let's get into that.
I'm in the back seat. You should probably take the wheel. I'm kinda twisted inside, and I don't know where I'm going. I'm just here for the ride, okay? Fuck, here comes a double vision. Does Megan Fox have a tune or something? Might be the Prozac kicking in, but she tossed her drink in my face, and I didn't even flinch.
My mom says love's not easy, just keep your head held high. People will find you pretty, I just wonder where they are. You like my Batman t-shirt, it costs like 50 bucks. Someone must think I'm pretty fly right now. Maybe I'm going crazy, can't catch a break lately. And I just wonder what you gotta do to get a little baby. You look amazing, I said it, I meant it. And I just wonder what you gotta do to get a little love. Get a little. What you gotta do.
What? Did somebody just say hello? Nah, I'm flying Han style, solo. Do you like that Star Wars reference, baby? There's more where that came from. Catch a movie later? Guess I'll see you around. I got a busy week too, I'm watching X-Files. Could be the Mai Tai doing things, but hey, you know what? I'm calling that a win.
My mom says love's not easy, just keep your head held high. People will find you pretty, I just wonder where they are. I got one extra ticket, do you like Comic-Con? Someone must think I'm pretty fly right now. Maybe I'm going crazy, can't catch a break lately. And I just wonder what you gotta do to get a little baby. You look amazing, I said it, I meant it. what you gotta do to get a little love. Mr. Spock, Chewbacca, Gandalf's beard. What you gotta do to get a little. I get this. My mom says love's not easy. Just keep your head held high. Bet people think I'm pretty fly right now. Maybe I'm going crazy. Can't catch a break lately. And I just wonder what you gotta do to get a little baby. You look amazing. I said it, I meant it. And I just wonder what you gotta do to get a little love. Legos and Cheetos. Party with fly. It's Wingardium Leviosa. What you gotta do to get a little. What you gotta do to get a little love.
Walking down the avenue, holding takeout meant for two. I could eat it all myself, but then I wouldn't need your help. So meet me at the corner shop, where they sell your favorite pop. I'll be there till you show up. And if you don't, I'll die on the spot. 'Cause I just can't fight the feeling. No, I just can't fight the feeling anymore. And I don't want to be calling you, but I just can't fight the feeling anymore. Kiss me in the rain tonight. I'm here at the borderline, waiting for you patiently.
And I just want to kind of slow things down a little bit here. Just kind of talk to you guys just about what this building in the corner is going to be, and also the kind of plans moving forward. So this building here is going to act more as a kind of inn and armory, maybe a barracks of some kind, something in that kind of nature. As I also want kind of like secret passages from the castle itself to lead into this building and also lead elsewhere within the Dwarven City that I'll eventually get to, and all around the actual even city down below in the valley that will eventually get built. But, you know, kind of moving forward with this project, this is kind of going to be more or less the end of the city build within the castle walls itself. And I'll give you a bit of a tour around the area, kind of walk through it all, just let you, really grasp what it's gonna more or less look like for the long term. Obviously, there's a bunch of details that I'll still need to get added later on as well. However, that comes with some time, and I'm going to, just let the time lapse finish up, and we'll get into kind of walking around the castle itself. So enjoy.
And I know you won't be picking up, but I just can't fight the feeling anymore. I had a dream once, I kept it close. It seemed so important to have it all then. I used to believe that I needed to be someone to actually be someone. Everyone else seemed to get it right, but now I'm the cool kid, all weird, not chasing superficial things, that's clear. Ooh.
And let's do our little walkthrough here. So starting off, we have the doorway here that will eventually lead to the Dwarven City, as I've shown before. Still nothing to, walk down with. But moving on here, have this building, no floor in it at the moment. Then moving over here, we have the new stables, which we'll walk in here. I've moved the 2 horses and the mule that I have. And as I've shown before, nothing in the attic, at least right now. But that will be probably just some storage for saddles and horse armor moving forward as I, continue out surviving in this world here. And now we actually get to walk through the actual little city that I built, and I've added some minor touches, adding a little garden here. But as you can see, absolutely no interiors other than a floor for all these buildings. But interiors will come, later on in the series as, I get ideas for interiors and what have you. But yeah, we have some buildings finally, within the castle walls. Then in here, I'm going to build a blacksmith. I'm going to build the forge where this grass is here. That's why the grass is staying here for the time being. I'm going to build, put the anvil down here and other things just to kind of decorate it. That's why I have this doorway right here for this house. I think this is going to be the blacksmith's house, so that way it kind of looks over his little patio. This door, in theory, could close up. Coming down this way, again, more houses without any interiors other than floor and some lights so mobs don't spawn. Some more gardens here and here. Moving down, we have this building. Again, no interior for the time being, and this one as well. And this one, there's some holes here. I just need to grab some moss blocks. Got another little garden here. But this building here, it's a little weird shaped. As you can see, it doesn't quite touch the walls, as this tower is actually going to be expanded a bit more once I kind of come around and actually build up the walls. But as I've mentioned in the time lapse that you saw, there's going to be like secret tunnels that kind of lead into this building here, as it's going to kind of act as sort of an armory, maybe barracks of some kind. And also, there's going to be other tunnels and whatnot, secret passages that kind of go out throughout this entire castle and beyond. But anyways, folks, I am completely out of time for this episode, so thank you so much for watching. However, I do want to bring one thing in just before we end off. As this is episode 15 of this world, I kind of want to take a bit of a break from this area, along with, the storage area near the end portal, and go to a new area. So let me take you to where that's going to be. And here we are. I thought better of actually flying here myself, as our coordinates are 2,500 and 6,200, whereas the castle is almost negative 3,000 and negative 1,600. So I decided to do the nether portal and just fly over the nether roof and teleport here through the nether. And as you can see, I grabbed subspace bubble from, going as far as I did within the nether itself. Yeah, this is where I think we're going to kind of work out in next. Got a nice big desert here. I don't want to fly too far so the creepers don't get me, but village just over there, so I have access to villagers. And yeah, I'm going to kind of work over in this area for the next couple episodes and just kind of get something kind of fresh going, and then we'll eventually return to the castle, work more on that there. Yeah, anyways, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye, guys.